Around the world, we've been seeing a strange phenomenon that, so far, science has been unable to explain definitively. Well, it's here again. This time, in the Lone Star State. We all know Texas is probably best known for its cowboys and cattle. But wait until you see this. June 5, 2019. It's dusk in the West Texas desert outside the town of Marfa, about 400 miles from the capital of Austin. Margaret Collier is with her family on the side of the road hoping to see something that has been reported for well over 100 years. And just as the sun begins to go down, she captures this. Bright, glowing orbs appear on the horizon that begin to twinkle and then disappear. I think the big surprise moment for me was when they really started, lighting up and splitting off and all the different colors showing up. That was the most exciting for me. Then, as night falls, Margaret continues to film the lights dancing over the desert plains. Margaret, I was just so mesmerized by it. It would be really cool if it was something paranormal or alien related. What are these strange balls of energy? Journalist M.J. Banias explains this mysterious phenomenon is known as the Marfa lights. The Marfa lights fall into a broader category of light phenomena we often refer to as ghost lights. Ghost lights are these anomalous sources of light that appear and disappear at random in a given area. People have no idea where they come from. Banias explains that ever since the first documented case of the lights was reported by a cowhand back in 1883, there have been plenty of theories as to what they could be. The local indigenous group in the area, the Apache, believe that these lights are a ghost of a long-dead chief named Alsate. According to the legend, Alsate was killed by a Mexican firing squad in 1882. And what people are seeing is his ghost roaming through the territory for some unfinished business. But while many experts believe there must be a more scientific explanation, Banias says exactly what they could be is up for debate. They would say that this is some sort of other light phenomena, whether it's some sort of electromagnetic phenomenon, humidity mixing with electricity in the air, causing sparks. But between these different theories, supernatural versus natural, we still don't really know what causes the Marfa lights. It still remains a mystery to this day. So what do we have here? It has been said that if you ask 100 different people what the Marfa lights are, you will get 100 different answers. In fact, many come together each summer for the Marfa Lights Festival. But admittedly, that's more of a party than a scientific conference. For that angle, we need to ask our experts what they think. We begin with astronomer and video effects designer, Mark D'Antonio. Is there a logical explanation? Is this simply car lights in the distance? I don't think so. When we watch here, these lights are pretty stationary. And the Marfa lights have been seen over 100 years. And we didn't have cars and highways back then. Could this, then, be a natural event? D'Antonio explains. Maybe it could be static discharge. Lights generated by the planet because of static charge, current being generated by rushing water in through a particular rock strata. It's like when you rub your feet in the carpet and you touched something. Zaps. While D'Antonio can't rule out static discharge, most of us associate flashes of light and electrical activity with the weather. So is this an atmospheric event? We take that question to meteorologist Juan Hernandez. When light is created by the atmosphere, it comes from electrical charges such as lightning. 1. It's a very big flash. Something that is very quick to happen and then disappears. But to get storms, we need moisture. We need plenty of shear. We need something to move across a region to create those storms. In this case, it's a clear day, which would rule out the possibility of an atmospheric phenomenon causing these lights. While Hernandez rules out weather above ground, D'Antonio notes another theory comes from below. Are gases from beneath the ground being released and igniting from tectonic forces? The theory is that lights that are generated by some type of electrical energy, coupled with some magnetic influences perhaps underground, that ends up becoming visible in the air as some type of lit phenomenon. Certainly something is glowing. But Hernandez isn't so sure. Tectonic activity is unlikely to have caused these lights because in reality there is no significant tectonic movement in the Marfa region. It all is associated across the west coast and some portions of the east coast. What's exciting is nobody really knows. That's cool. And so I think the Marfa lights are really a true modern mystery that we don't have answers to. Our verdict: we're going with unexplained phenomenon. Like we've seen before with similar mysterious unexplained lights around the world, there are too many theories to settle on just one. But that doesn't mean we're going to stop trying. So the next time you're traveling through Marfa, Texas, be sure to stop on the side of the road and get us more footage to investigate. September 2018, it's a warm night in Tomball, Texas, just north of Houston. Nick Daly and a group of his friends have come home from dinner to their apartment complex when they are astounded by mysterious lights in the sky. Oh, my God. What did? Take a closer look. 3 teardrop-shaped glowing objects appear to hover in a deliberate, coordinated motion. Nick's friend also begins recording. One thing is for sure, Nick has never seen anything like it. It was circling in a round formation, and then it comes back to a triangle formation. It was incredible, says Nick. But as the crowd stands transfixed by the mysterious lights, the UFOs suddenly disappear and then reappear. Look at them, look at them, look at them, Nick exclaims. Nick is convinced whatever he witnessed, it's not from this world. I am ex-military, I was in the United States Air Force. I've never seen flares act like that, I've never seen planes like that. It looks like UFOs to me. According to author and journalist Alexis Brooks, this is far from the first time mysterious lights have been spotted in the Lone Star State. These very strange UFO-type lights have been seen as recently as April of 2022 in a town called Kyle, Texas. These lights emanated a sort of orange glow, and local officials came up with no explanation. These eerie, shimmering lights are similar to the ones seen in Tomball, but with one even more mysterious difference. In the case of the Tomball UFO sequence, says Alexis, we have something that has been referred to as phasing. That some of these crafts change their atomic structure so that they appear to be dematerializing and rematerializing. So is Texas rife with UFOs? One of the first reported UFO incidents in Texas was on April 17, 1897, when a UFO crashed on a farm near Aurora, Texas, with claims of an alien pilot found dead inside. So have those aliens returned? Or is there another way to explain what Nick and his friends saw? Let's ask the experts. First, we ask video forensic expert Michael Primo to examine the footage. Does what we see appear to be authentic? We examined the file to determine if there were any original file signatures. No known file signatures were identified, and at this low spatial resolution, it's very difficult to make determinations in reference to CGI. However, when the videos are placed side by side and synchronized, whatever occurred in the sky appears to be consistent across both videos. Next, we go to aviation expert Tim McMillan. Are we simply looking at conventional aircraft, like an airplane or helicopter? We're not seeing movements that are consistent with fixed-wing aircraft, says Tim. What we're looking at here, they're really close. So they're violating how close you want to be to another aircraft. Close proximity, it becomes even more dangerous.